stillness and carry that peace with you. You are not a machine. You are not a task. You are not a deadline. You are a soul coming back to yourself. And today, you did that gently. Let that be enough. Let it fill the cracks. Let it replace the panic. Let it become your baseline. Calm, compassion, courage. There is nothing weak about your beginning. There is nothing wrong with your pace. This morning is not missing anything because you are here fully, quietly, honestly. That is wholeness. That is truth. That is enough. You began gently today. Let the whole day unfold the same way. No rush, no war, no shame. Just one soft step at a time. Because your gentle beginning is enough. This morning is yours. Not the world's, not your calendars, not your guilt. This morning belongs to you. Before the notifications, before the shoulds, before the pressure, you have a choice right now to begin gently. There is power in soft starts, in breathing first before reacting. You don't need a 5-step plan. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to be here with yourself. Let this morning be slow. Let it be intentional. Let it be real. You woke up. You're breathing. That means you still get to decide what kind of morning this is. Let the sunlight rise on your own timing. If you need 10 more quiet minutes, take them. If you need silence instead of a scroll, choose that. If you need a slow breath before every movement, I'll be here for each one. You are not late. You are not lazy. You are here. And this morning starts with you. This is not a race. This is a return back to your breath, back to your body, back to your quiet strength. Even if today feels heavy, you don't have to carry it all at once. Even if there's noise waiting, you can hold stillness first. Say it softly with me. This morning is mine. Say it again. I get to choose how I show up. Let your breath be your decision, not your schedule, not your inbox, not your fears. You are allowed to begin without urgency. You are allowed to begin with grace. You are allowed to begin from softness. There is no shame in slow movement, no shame in gentle intention. Not every day begins bright, but every day begins with you. You are the center of your morning. Before the tasks, before the chaos, before the doubt, start here. Start now. Start from peace. And remember, you don't owe anyone your panic. You only owe yourself presence. This morning is yours, and that truth cannot be taken. Move at the speed of trust, not fear, not pressure, not someone else's clock. Let your pace be holy. Let it be yours. There's no need to rush. There is no emergency in becoming. When your body whispers slow, listen. When your mind asks for pause, honor it. You are not fragile for needing more time. You are wise for taking it. Trust is not built in motion. It's built in stillness, in listening, in allowing. Let your breath lead. Let your limbs follow. Every slow step forward is still a step. You are not behind. You are in rhythm with your nervous system. There's no shame in pacing yourself. There's safety in it. You do not have to move fast to be healing. You do not have to race to be brave. Every inhale is an act of trust. Every exhale is a letting go. And together they carry you, not toward perfection, not toward performance, but toward presence. Start slow. Stay slow if that's what safety needs. Your healing is not impatient. Your strength is not loud. You are not here to rush results. You are here to rebuild your rhythm. Let the morning stretch around you like soft fabric, like warm breath. There's time. There's space. There's no race. Say it softly with me. I move at the speed of trust. Say it again. Slower this time. I move at the speed of trust. Let that phrase fill your limbs. Let it dissolve any urgency. You don't owe quickness to anyone. You only owe truth to yourself. Your morning is a sacred unfolding, and you don't have to force anything open. You can let it bloom on time. Whether it takes minutes or months to feel ready, you are not late. There's no honor in panic. There's peace in pacing. Let every breath be proof that you are choosing trust. Not because it's easy, but because it's true. And when you move from that place, you cannot lose your way. You are becoming in the quiet, not in the noise, not in the proving, not in the performance. your healing, your growth, your return to yourself is happening right now, even if you can't see it, even if you don't feel it, even if your life still looks like a mess. Becoming isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it breathes beneath your skin. Sometimes it happens while you sleep. There's a version of you growing in the silence, without proof, without applause, without urgency. And she is becoming real. Let this breath remind you, growth doesn't always come with clarity. Sometimes it just comes with stillness. You don't have to rush your blooming. You don't have to map your next move. Right now, you just need to trust that the soil is rich, that your roots are still drinking, that even underground, you are alive. You are not broken for needing stillness. Stillness is sacred. And in that stillness, you are becoming what you can't explain, you can still experience. What hasn't arrived may still be preparing. And who you're meant to be might already be stretching her wings. You don't have to narrate your healing. You don't have to post your progress. You don't even have to understand it all. You just need to be here, to be soft, to be still. Say it softly with me. I am becoming, even when I can't see it. Say it again. I am allowed to grow in silence. The quiet is not a void. It is a womb, a place where the unseen takes shape, where the inner world learns to trust itself, where you come home, not in a burst of light, but in a soft return. Let yourself be hidden a while. Let yourself be unfinished. Even in this pause, you are becoming. not because you're trying, but because you're breathing. And that breath is enough. The next version of you doesn't need to be forced. She will arrive like a dawn, quiet, gradual, inevitable. You are already enough, and you are still becoming. You don't have to wake up all at once. You don't have to stretch toward brightness. If your body still longs for dim, let the light in slowly, like the sky, opening one hue at a time. Let it find you gently. Let it sit beside you, not blind you. You're not lazy for lingering in shadow. You're sacred for honoring your pace. The sun never yells to rise. It just shows up quietly. You can do the same. You don't have to leap into motion. You can melt into it. Let your eyes open slowly. Let your limbs move with care. Let your heart decide when it's ready. The light is not a demand. It is an invitation. And you are allowed to RSVP when it feels safe. Let this breath be your answer. Let it say, I'm coming. Not rushed, not forced, just true. You are not behind. You are simply honest about where you are. And that is more than enough. You don't have to conquer today. You only need to arrive softly, deliberately, sincerely. If the world feels loud, you can be quiet. If the morning feels heavy, you can stay light. Let the light touch your skin without asking anything of you. You don't owe it to productivity. You don't owe it a smile. You only owe yourself presence. Let the light wash over you like warm water, like a promise. Say it softly. I let the light in when I'm ready. Say it again, slower. I receive the morning with grace. You don't have to brace yourself. There is nothing to fight. Only a gentle day, willing to meet you where you are. Let that be enough. Let this breath be your first arrival. Not with a bang, but with a whisper. The sun understands that rhythm. So can you. This moment is here. You are in it, and light is listening. Let it kiss your face slowly. Let it wrap your limbs gently. You are waking, and that is a miracle. You don't have to impress anyone today. You don't have to win. You don't even have to improve. You can just exist. And that can be holy. You're not a project. You're a presence. And your presence is already enough. Let that settle in your chest. Let it quiet the noise. Let it release the grip of needing to be more. You are not your output. You are not your productivity. You are not what others extract from you. You are a soul. Breathing, existing, being, and that is enough. Let your breath be proof that you are already doing something miraculous. Just by being here. You don't have to earn your place in the world. It was given to you by breath itself. And today, you can walk through it with that knowing, not to prove, not to compete, but to be. Say it softly. My presence is enough. Say it again, slower. I do not have to perform to matter. This isn't about laziness. It's about liberation. Freedom from false urgency. Freedom from the lie that your worth must be earned. You are worthy because you're here. You are allowed to just be, not fixing, not proving, not reaching, just being, fully, softly, presently. The space you take up right now is not too much. It is sacred. It is needed. It is yours. You are not invisible. The moment sees you. This breath includes you. You don't need to sparkle to be real. You don't need to shine to belong. You can be quiet and still be whole. You can be still and still be powerful. Presence is power, not the kind that dominates, but the kind that dignifies. You are already making a difference by not disappearing, by choosing to stay here in your body, in your breath, in your softness. Let the world swirl around you. You don't have to swirl back. Let it all spin and let you stay still. Say it one more time. My presence is enough. No revision, no condition, no performance. You are not falling behind. You are not failing. You are here. And that is more than enough. Today is not a test. It's not a final exam. It's not a pop quiz on your worth. It's not a challenge you have to conquer. Today is a moment that you get to move through. It might be easy. It might be heavy. It might be confusing or calm or somewhere in between. But it's not a test. You can't fail a sunrise. You can't flunk your breath. You can't get a grade on waking up. Your survival is not an assignment. Your softness is not a weakness. Your exhaustion is not disobedience. You do not have to ace anything today. There's no invisible teacher in the sky watching your every step. There's no scoreboard, no penalty for pausing, no deduction for being slow. Let that sink in. Today is not a test. Say it softly. I am not being graded today. Say it again, even slower. I can exist without evaluation. Let this be the morning you remove the red pen, the self-scoring, the measuring stick. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be present. And even that is optional if your only achievement today is staying hydrated. That is enough. If your body asks you to rest and you listen, you've already succeeded. If your heart cracks open and you keep breathing through it, you've already won. You do not need a checklist to validate your existence. You woke up. You're here. You're trying. And that is enough. Let today unfold without the need to perform. No need to rush. No need to catch up. You are not late to your own life. Let every task today be infused with mercy. Mercy for the days you couldn't move. Mercy for the ways you doubted yourself. Mercy for how hard you've been trying just to make it through. Today is not a test. It's an invitation to live slowly, to breathe deeply, to respond instead of react. Say it with me. I don't have to prove anything. Say it again, softer. My existence doesn't need to be explained. You've already passed simply by being here. So let today be messy. Let it be soft. Let it be real. And let it begin without pressure, without panic, without performance. Today is not a test. It is a day, and you are still welcome in it. The sun doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down for anyone. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It rises every day without your permission. And that can feel cruel if you're not moving at the same pace. But let me tell you a secret. You weren't meant to keep up with the sky. You weren't designed to race light. You were made to receive it. There is no shame in waking slowly, in beginning late, in arriving undone. The sun waits for no one, and that's okay. You don't need its schedule to validate your own. Even if the world moves without you, you are still on time. Let that sink in. You are still on time. Breathe that in. Let it replace the panic. Let it soften the pressure. You are not a late bloomer. You are not off track. You are a human, responding to life in real time. And real time just says never wrong. The sun moves forward. You don't have to chase it. Let it rise. Let it blaze. Let it continue. You can remain still and still be valid. The sun rises over every kind of morning, over confidence and confusion, over celebration and sorrow. It doesn't discriminate. It just arrives. And so can you. However you feel today, you still deserve the light. Even if you didn't leap out of bed, even if you cried before coffee, even if you're running late again, you still belong in this day. You don't need to explain your delay. You don't need to apologize for your rhythm. You're not disqualified because you're slower. You're just human. And being human takes time. Say it softly. I am not falling behind. Say it again, slower. My path is not measured by someone else's clock. You don't need the sun to wait for you. You just need to trust that light finds you anyway. And it will, even when you're late, even when you're low, even when you're still curled under the covers. Light is not earned, it's received. And you are allowed to receive it now. No guilt, no rush, no panic. Just breathe. Just presence. Just you. And that is enough. You don't have to get it all right today. You don't have to wake up flawless. You don't have to glide into the morning like a commercial. You can be groggy, unbrushed, unready. You can open your eyes and still want to close them again. And that is still a valid beginning. Let the morning be messy. Let your hair be wild. Let your thoughts be foggy. Let your first words be a mumble. This is not a competition. This is a continuation of being alive, of returning to yourself, of trying again. Even if your bed's not made, even if your mind's still tangled, even if your heart's still sore, you can still call this morning. Say it softly. This doesn't have to look perfect. Say it again, slower. My peace isn't ruined by the mess. Let the morning be messy. Let it be real. Let it be yours. You don't owe anyone gracefulness. You only owe yourself gentleness. Even a clumsy start is still a start. There's no award for having the most aesthetic morning routine. There's no punishment for taking longer to wake up. This isn't about how it looks, it's about how you feel. And if right now you feel slow, tender, disoriented, that's okay. Let your morning reflect what's real, not what's curated, not what's performative. You can roll out of bed and still be divine. You can sip lukewarm coffee and still be worthy. You can stare at the wall for 10 minutes before doing anything and still be making progress. There is nothing to rush, nothing to catch, nothing to clean up before you're allowed to feel good. You can feel safe in the clutter. You can feel worthy in the chaos. Mess doesn't cancel peace. It invites it. Say it with me. I can have a messy morning and still be okay. Say it again, softer. My worth doesn't depend on how polished I look. Let your eyes stay puffy. Let your voice stay low. Let your first step be small. This is still a good morning. Not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. Let it be yours. Let it be slow. Let it be messy. And let that be enough. There is no right pace to begin your day. No gold star for being first. No shame for being last. There is only presence. There is only you in this body, in this breath, showing up in your own time. Every pace is valid. Even if you're still lying down, even if you haven't spoken yet, even if you haven't moved, your pace is not a problem to fix. It's your rhythm. It's your language. It's how you honor your nervous system. You don't have to match anyone else's tempo. You don't need permission to go slow. But here it is anyway. Go slow. Linger. Stumble. pause again. You are still moving, still becoming, even if it doesn't look fast enough for the world around you. Speed does not equal success. Hustle does not equal healing. You can be gentle and still get where you're going. Let that truth replace the noise in your mind. Say it softly. I can go at my own pace. Say it again. My slowness is sacred. Every pace is valid, even yours, especially yours. You don't need to sprint toward your worth. You already have it. You woke up with it. You're breathing with it. The pace of your healing doesn't have to match the timeline of anyone else. There's no stopwatch on your joy. No deadline on your growth. Some mornings take longer. Some pain takes longer. Some people take longer. And all of that is okay. You don't need to catch up to feel worthy. You are worthy where you are. Right here. Right now. Even if you haven't left bed yet. Even if your limbs feel heavy. Even if your mind is slow. Even if your plans haven't moved. You're still allowed to show up. Say it with breath. I am still moving, even in stillness. Say it with softness. My pace is enough. There is no race today. No one you need to outperform. You are not late to your own life. You are arriving in the exact moment meant for you. Let your pace be slow. Let it be strange. Let it be yours. Every pace is valid, especially when it's kind, especially when it's yours. You began gently today. And that is enough. You didn't force yourself. You didn't fake it. You just arrived in your own way, in your own rhythm, in your own breath. And that is a sacred thing. The world may reward speed, It may glorify ambition. It may expect noise, but peace is powerful too. Softness is strength. Gentleness is a gift. You gave yourself something brave today, a beginning without violence, a start without pressure, a morning that didn't demand perfection. You chose presence over performance, and that choice matters. Say it softly. My gentle beginning is enough. Say it again, slower. I don't need to be intense to be worthy. You woke up human. That was enough. You showed up anyway. That was enough. You listened. You breathed. You softened. All of that counts. You don't have to do more to prove you belong in this day. You've already proven something beautiful. That softness is sustainable. That it's possible to meet the morning without armor, without noise, without apology. You don't need a checklist to validate your worth. You don't need productivity to feel